Do you fantasize about having a luxurious lifestyle where you could buy insanely expensive things whenever you feel like it? Let's look at this hockey player and the recent deal he made. National Hockey League wonderkind Nathan MacKinnon, a star player for the Colorado Avalanche, has put his corner penthouse in downtown Denver's uber-exclusive Coloradon building on the market for $3.5 million. Nathan MacKinnon is a Canadian professional hockey player. In 2013, the Avalanche team was selected for NHL draft at 17 years old. He currently is the reserve captain and center with the Colorado Avalanche of the National Hockey League. According to reports, he has about a net worth of $1.5 million. Nathan MacKinnon's salary is under review. Nathan is a professional hockey player who has amassed a huge net worth through his playing career. He also earns $6.3 million as a salary with Colorado Avalanche. According to his most recent deal with the Colorado Avalanche, he signed a 7-year agreement worth $44.1 million, with $44.1 million guaranteed on the 8th of July 2016. Furthermore, Nathan earns a larger amount of money through endorsement agreements, sponsorships, commercials, and other deals, which adds significant amounts of money to his salary, which is sure to increase his net worth over the future days. Furthermore, he's not revealed the value of his assets like houses and cars, but a person earning an income of this size is sure to own an expensive car and a luxurious home. The condo, which he moved into when the building opened in 2019, was listed last week by Tamara Cooper of Liv Sotheby's International Realty. The 2,795 square foot unit, which has 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and a half bathroom, is in the city's Union Station neighborhood, which Miss Cooper said is cool, hip, and walkable. The lifestyle is unbeatable, Mr. MacKinnon told Mansion Global in an emailed statement, adding that having Whole Foods nearby was a big plus for him. The 334-unit building, which is LEED Gold and Healthy certified, is the premier place to live in downtown Denver, Miss Cooper said. And this penthouse is the best unit in the entire building because it's the only one with southwest views of the train station and its iconic sign, of the Rocky Mountains, Pikes Peak and Longs Peak, and the Coloradon's swimming pool. Mr. MacKinnon's penthouse has a 187 square foot balcony with a folding glass system that merges it with the interior rooms to create an indoor-outdoor entertainment space. The skyline and mountain views are by far my favorite thing about living here, Mr. MacKinnon said. Also, the ability to entertain in this residence has been a huge bonus because having teammates and friends over is a favorite way to spend my free time. Other features of the penthouse include an entry wrapped in custom wall coverings, an elongated gallery hall for showcasing art, a marble bathroom, a remote control system for window shades, and a living space with a den that has a dual-sided fireplace. She added that the building, which has 22,000 square feet of retail space and is within a half-mile of the neighborhood's Tony restaurants and shops, has a ton of amenities, including a swimming pool, a hot tub, a fire pit, a club room and catering kitchen, a community garden, a fitness center with Peloton bikes, and other luxury equipment, and a library. Mr. MacKinnon, who spends hockey season in Denver and the rest of the year in Canada, is looking for another place in the neighborhood. I have a big dog and need a bigger space with a yard to keep him busy, he said. Mr. MacKinnon, who was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia, has been with the Avalanche since 2013 and is considered one of the top players in the league. When he debuted in the NHL's 2013-14 season, he was the youngest player to dress in a regular season game for the Colorado Avalanche franchise. In that same season, he racked up a 13-game point streak, the longest streak by an 18-year-old in NHL history. In 2014, Mr. MacKinnon won the Calder Memorial Trophy for Rookie of the Year. About his love life, based on reports, 2021's Men's World Championships gold medalist Nathan MacKinnon is having had an affair with Charlotte Walker, worth over $40 million. It is dependent on his future career. Since childhood, Nathan Raymond MacKinnon had been awarded the highest marks with excellent marks. At the age of 16 years, old Nathan Raymond MacKinnon graduated with bachelor's degree from a public university. About his physique, Nathan has a body that is ideal for playing athletics. Furthermore, he has his height at 6 feet 0 and weighs in the vicinity of the 205-pound mark. Nathan MacKinnon has always been a Ferrari on skates. But could it be the Avalanche is now so loaded that the superstar center is merely a luxury item for a team lighting the lamp like a strobe light at a 1990s rave? The folks inside the Grading the Week offices are no math majors, but these numbers are something. Entering Friday night, the Avs were averaging a ridiculous 4.26 goals per game, nearly half a goal more than the next closest team in the NHL. The crazy thing about that? Old Mac K had only 2 goals on the season prior to Friday's home rout of the Detroit Red Wings. That's right, 2 goals scored in 13 games played, and yes, 16 assists, but don't stop us while we're on a roll here. Even crazier? The Avs were 4-5-1 when MacKinnon went down with a lower body injury on November 3rd. They then won 7 of the team's next 9 games without him on the ice, scoring an average of 5 goals per contest. And now that MacKinnon is back, the offensive machine keeps on purring. MacKinnon had a highlight goal of his own in a 7-3 rout of the Rangers on Wednesday night, but those are coming from all over the place these days, like forward Alex Newhook, defenseman Cale Makar, and even DU product Logan O'Connor. It should be noted that another thing happened right around the time MacKinnon went on the shelf. Veteran defenseman Devon Toews returned to the ice for the first time this season. The Avs were 10-3-1 in the first 14 games after Toews rejoined the team, and 10-2-0 in the 12 games he shared the blue line with Makar, who had 9 goals and 8 assists during that time. It seems having the NHL's top defensive pairing may be the real engine driving the Avs offense. MacKinnon just adds another gear. That just might come in handy next spring. The most beautiful moment of the Colorado sports year happened when almost nobody was looking. It came in the immediate aftermath of Chatfield's dramatic 41-34 win over previously unbeaten Erie in the Class 4A State Football Championship last Saturday at Empower Field at Mile High. Erie quarterback Blake Barnett's Hail Mary had just fallen incomplete in the Chatfield end zone, setting off a wild celebration on the Chatfield sideline as the Chargers basked in their high school's first state football title since 2001. Yet, as many of his teammates leapt, chest bumped, and screamed into the mile-high air in jubilation, senior linebacker Kaiden Logan took a moment to put his arm around Barnett and console him as he knelt on the turf, despondent in defeat. Asked afterward why he delivered that message at that moment, Logan gave a response that turned the Grading the Week staff into a puddle. "They worked just as hard as we did. They're a great team," he said. "I can only imagine the feeling of heartache that he must have been going through. I hate that." So from a brother to another brother. In the opening rounds of the NHL playoffs, the hottest player on the hottest team has been Colorado's Nathan MacKinnon. Already one of the league's top scorers over the last 4 seasons, the 24-year-old center has taken his game to another level in May and is racking up points at the most efficient clip of any skater in the 2021 postseason. MacKinnon was key to Colorado's opening round sweep of the St. Louis Blues and added another 3 points in Sunday's 7-1 blowout of Las Vegas in Game 1 of the West Division Final. But it's not just his scoring prowess that is propelling the Avalanche. He is also helping Colorado challenge for its first championship since 2001 with his contract. As the 79th highest-paid player in 2021, MacKinnon is the biggest bargain in professional hockey, allowing Colorado's front office to build a deep bench around him for this year's Cup run. MacKinnon was the top pick in the 2013 NHL draft at 17 years old, won the Calder Trophy, awarded to the NHL's Rookie of the Year in 2013-14, and showed flashes of brilliance in subsequent seasons. As a sophomore, he netted 38 points in 64 games and added 52 more in 72 contests heading into his contract year. Yet when he was in negotiations with the Avalanche in 2016, following the expiration of his rookie contract, the center was not yet of drinking age, and his potential was mostly untapped, said his agent Pat Brisson. At that point, MacKinnon faced a choice: sign a multi-year deal that would pay him about $5 million annually, or opt for a 2-year bridge contract and bet that he could improve enough by 2018 to command a heftier salary. The latter was a gambit primarily used by established superstars, which MacKinnon wasn't yet, and has only become more common among restricted free agents in the last 2 years. MacKinnon chose stability. He signed a 7-year, $44.1 million deal that would pay him $6.3 million each season, something Brisson said he chose over the shorter deal or a 5-year contract with more money up front that might have allowed him to switch teams earlier in his career if Colorado wasn't a fit. Let us know in the comments section below what you would have done if you got the same deal.